Beer Texas Gardener here. Here's the deal. So it's the end of June, July's starting up. Here in Texas, that's going to mean really, really hot weather. And here's the long and short of it. You can't do anything with the exposure of the leaves and flowers and stuff to the sun, but you can certainly protect the roots, and that's what's important, right? Even in, like, if you saw my protection for plants for the winter, what I did is I mulched it to protect the roots, because that's where the life of the plant is, right? Everything else is ornamental. The life of it is underground. So what we need to do is protect those roots from the heat. Try to keep it as cool as possible. So you have to mulch. Mulch, 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 mulch. This is what I just did. I'm going to turn the camera around here. 1 second. Oh, I just double tap it, don't I? Yeah. So you can trim a tree in Texas, and especially San Antonio, Texas, any time of year, and it won't hurt it if it's already mature, right? So as you can see, I went around and I trimmed my tree, the low-hanging branches, and I have this little bur oak here, big Chinese tallow up in front, and I trimmed those babies like crazy. So what I'm doing is I'm double layering my mulching technique, okay? I'm gonna take the actual cuttings from the trees and I'm going to lay them down right on the base of the plant, okay? Without ever taking them off the branch, without ever de-leaving the branch, for lack of a better term. And I'm just gonna put them at the base of the plants, okay? I already did that canna lily over there, okay? What is this gonna do? This is gonna give it a certain amount of insulation to protect it from the heat, okay? Now, this isn't the only thing I'm gonna do. On top of that, I'm gonna put some coastal hay. And coastal hay is great because it retains moisture, and there's a lot of different air pockets to it. Now, why? A lot of people are gonna ask, why the hell don't you take it off the branch? Because here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Like on this part of Barbados here, right? Notice that the trunk is very, very thin. Well, that's not, there's also a thing called the drip line, right? The drip line is where the furthest leaf extends from the trunk. You can bet your ass that the roots are going to go at least that far out, if not further. So if you can see, this branch goes well past the drip line on either side. And I'm going to make sure that that works out. Now, I'm not going to do that to the Texas sages. And why? Because those are drought tolerant. I'm just going to put a little bit of hay around them. And in all honesty, the cannas are drought tolerant too, but I love them so much that I don't want to impede anything from them flowering throughout the summer. So I'm going to make sure that I do everything I can to keep them healthy over the summer months, the months to come. Now here's the other piece about using these leaves. This is the best compost and mulch you can use, because guess what? Not only does it protect it, but as it decomposes, it makes the soil even richer, okay? A lot of people will use wood chips, which is great too, right? A lot of people will use bark, right? If you're in Texas, go ahead and use cedar tree mulch or pine bark mulch. If I didn't have all this hay, I'd probably use pine bark mostly. And I like pine bark because it's kind of stringy, right? But hey, whatever you need, but mulch. And here's the other piece, right? Don't get that colored dye BS. The more you add to the natural composition of things, is the more chemicals you add, and that does not help the soil. It hurts it. So make sure that you use straight mulch. I prefer Landscaper's Pride, right? Or Nature's Creation. Okay, Landscaper's Pride is cool because it's in Texas. They operate out of Texas, and so you have all of the familiar mycorrhizal fungus pieces or mycorrhizal fungus fueled trees and plants to help your garden. Anyway, make sure that you mulch. Make sure that you protect your plants outside. Even on the potted plants, I got to repot a whole bunch of those. But even the potted plants, make sure you put a little layer of hay on there if they're outside. Okay, look at all that. I just watered that lily. Don't judge me. And go from there. Any questions? Go ahead and DM me. I'm starting a Discord for gardening issues. Gardening questions, and these damn mosquitoes are gonna drive me nuts, but that's all right. It's part of being outside, and we'll go from there. Pure Texas Gardening here saying, get your fingers dirty. Have a good day.